Hello guys, and welcome to the first subscriber breakdown, or pro breakdown, I guess I should say. So this is gonna be a little bit different. I'm just using a YouTube video here, and I got the speed down, in case you want to look through this for yourself. And so we're gonna back this up, and now we're going to speed it up just a little bit. I will have the speed running at point 0.75 for this, just so we can look at the moves better as I go along. Now this is Eddie Messick versus Mini, as you can see at the top right here. It's EU 1v1 Grand Finals from the Spring Championship. This was uploaded about a month ago. I do have the volume off, just because there's casters in the back, and I kind of wanted to look over the match for myself. Now, as you can see here, actually it's a little bit laggy, so we're gonna see if we can fix that by there we go. Yeah, actually it already did it for me. Cool. All right, so now that we got all the intro out of the way, like I said, this will be a pro breakdown. Let's get started here. They're coming in, and we're gonna look at this right here. Okay, so they both go towards the middle, and Mini takes up a more aggressive stance, taking more towards the middle here. Having control of the middle can be particularly important on this map, because I believe that the weapon spawn is actually right above his head. Addy expects Mini to go in for a hit here, so he starts doing this like a jiggle to bait in that hit, which didn't come. So he takes control of the middle, and then Addy goes in and gets hit. Anyway, so that's really good for Mini. Getting the axe right here, trying to get distance. Addy automatically sees that Mini has axe, so he knows he has to get in close here. So Mini is obviously trying to keep him at an axe distance away, and Addy is trying to stay as close as he can with the bare fist. This is something that you'll see Addy do a lot. Now this will be mostly focused on looking at what Addy does correctly, what we think he does wrong, stuff like that. So that's what we're looking at today, by the way. I guess just to say that this is looking at Addy Mestic mostly, which if we see anything that Mini does particularly well, we will go over that as well. No reason to leave it out. But anyways, let's continue here. You see Addy trying to space it and get to the weapon, but gets a little bit punished there, but it's very nice to swoop in behind Mini here and get this quick hit up here, which is just classic like bread and butter combo on the sword anyways, which this is really good, really close here. This is something you'll see Addy do a lot, like really stays close. Like Addy uses a lot of pressure. A lot of things that you'll see at lower levels is people will just hang around and not be moving, and they'll be kind of stagnant, kind of waiting, or not predicting what's next, and then they'll get punished for it. But here, as you see, most pros are very proactive in moving around the map, so that's something you'll see from him. Especially, he is considered one of the more aggressive players, at least according to the casters that I heard. Now off the edge here, when he comes back on here, he's immediately trying to attack and stay close. You see Mini here, of course, fighting to try to get him away, and does pretty well here, actually chasing sort of towards the edge, but doesn't want to get too far off the edge, because Addy is known for being really good against the sidewall, especially with these gauntlets you see that he has here. He's trying to bait this in and get this. Mini does get the weapon throw to back him away, but Addy is continuing to pressure. Most people will take 2 or 3 dashes back right there, but see, now Addy's on the ground. He's like literally off the wall here without any weapons. If you think back to if you're like a lower level player, can you remember the last time as a lower level player you ended up on the sidewall and you were chasing a person who had a weapon off the sidewall? It's not very often. This comes from movement control and understanding the situation. Against guitars, Addy has an okay chance with just barehanded. So that's why Addy pressures is. As I said, he is um, a very aggressive pro, but he does have a lot of good control, as we'll see as we go along here. So I don't believe that was enough to knock Mini out, which it's not. But he does get a weapon and get some damage in there, which Mini is not really far behind, if at all. They're really tied. I would say this could go either way as far as it goes. I feel like Mini is not holding the edge as hard as Addy does, just because he doesn't have as many options on holding that edge with just the guitars versus the sword in particular. So Mini is looking for the knockout there. If you notice right there, if we back this up a little bit, I know we're spending a lot of time on this first stock, but if you back this up right here, that's where Mini throws the guitars at. This is something that's interesting that you'll see at a lot of the levels. From here, you'll see lower level players will start jumping around a lot. They'll start going double jumping in the air, spinning around, just going around as fast as possible, waiting for another weapon to spawn. Now in this case, Addy has swung here, and so he's on a cooldown technically, which is really fast for sword. But as you see, Mini is already, I believe this is actually already starting the motion for a hit, I believe. Actually, it's a back dodge. Okay, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Um, but you see, he's not scared to go ahead and try to fight for this stock right now. Because if he starts backing away here, Addy's just going to keep pressuring. Like I've said multiple times, Addy's very, very aggressive here. So Addy does get the stock with a very clean little combo there into the recovery, but so that's fine. And again, he's like right back on the pressure on Mini here. Mini is trying to get away here and get some swings in, but Addy is still right on top of him. Right on top of him. He's been within like a couple inches of the player character the entire time Addy has. This is one thing that when you're, especially for gauntlet players, especially for like a Vow, which is sword and gauntlets, which are very fast but not very particularly long ranged weapons. Staying on top of your enemy and able to read their dodges is very important here. Right there, that's just a good knockout by Mini. So like he was well deserved. But as you can see, Addy has the advantage here. He is up, a little bit in the next stock, a little bit. And every little bit helps in Brawlhalla, that's for sure. Right here, again, you see Addy not giving up pressure, dodging around, spot dodging a lot. Against the axe, it seems like, at least what I've seen, pros like to spot dodge, try to spot dodge through those big hitboxes because there's a lot of air in the hitboxes between the player character's model and the hurt boxes themselves. So, you see a lot of spot dodging. There it is again. Addy looking for a way in, not rushing to attack Mini here, just looking for an opening, particularly more so than just trying to pressure his way in there, because he can get more done if he gets a combo versus getting one hit and getting knocked back out and then not going nowhere. Now here he's without a weapon. But as you can see, he does a very nice dodge to the top of Mini there and just keeps attacking. This personally only works because of his mastery of the control over his character. His character's jumps, how far it moves, which way it's looking, when it's looking, what it does, and that comes as more of movement training than anything else. It looks so easy because we're watching it in slow motion, but remember this is actually going faster. Remember I do have this slowed down to make it easier. This is a nice teardrop throw here. This is something you should learn. Let me back this up a little bit. This is very interesting here. Did I not go? Yeah, here we go. So he's gonna grab these gauntlets and look at that throw. See, he threw it from back here to get this arch. A lot of newer players won't know how to do this arch, but it's done with a very light throw up very early over here to get this arch, because arch you want it to fall like here. But if you just run to the edge and then throw that, it's never gonna work. All the major pro players, when they're guarding an edge like this, if they're comfortable being without a weapon, they typically will go for this kind of teardrop throw if it's applicable to their weapon. So Addy does this all the time. He gets a lot of knockouts using this ID here of he's gonna jump off the wall, get hit by these gauntlets, and I'm gonna hit him afterwards. So that's a big thing for Addy. He loves the teardrop throw. So if that's something you can incorporate with your type of weapon, that's something you should definitely do. Again, that's a very nice recovery there. I'm not going to back it up for this, but as you saw, he got knocked with away from under the edge, the wall of the map, under the map here, and he just went with it. This is learning how to react to your environment. When you get hit in the lower levels, most people are like, oh, I'm going to dodge back in there. I'm going to dodge back in there. Most pro players, and Natty's particularly good at this, is controlling the spacing, but also understanding how to use what just happened to his advantage. So he easily was able to make like one jump and come all the way around to the other side of the map over here. That's something that is very important at any level, really. The more you can control the match, the better. And Addy is one of the best at it, and that's why he's one of the best in the game. Right here, just joshing for position. As you can see, he's still unarmed, but still willing to put some pressure in here. But he is being a little more careful. That's because he is ahead in the stock and probably is trying to look for a very clean way to finish this stock. He's trying to bait out the guitar throw. He did that actually. And as you see right here, he's dancing in this middle. He's not scared to be out of the middle. He knows he can win this stock with just his hands. And actually, he's going to do it right there. As you can see, very confident, but very meticulous in his movement. That's a thing that Addy's very good at. Is very, very smart with where he moves and very controlled about it. So it's not just a wild, back and forth kind of movement. He's typically always in control of that kind of movement. Here with the gauntlets, looking for the ground pound. A signature of Addy's is to be very fast about just destroying people, like being able to get a fast gank off the edge. It's something that honestly you should work on, recovery and being able to hold the edge guard. Addy is one of the best at it, I would say, as far as a gauntlet player goes. Um, he's very good at it. Now, right there, Mini had a great throwdown. He waited very patiently for Addy to get as close to the edge as possible he could have wanted to be, and then stopped him at the very last second. So he used up as much of his resources as possible. Now, Addy back into the middle again. Very aggressive. Look at him again on this wall, touching the wall and attacking. He knows he has 2 jumps to get back. Once you touch the wall, you have 2 jumps to get back. And Addy's going to take full advantage of that. Again, this is control of movement, understanding his surroundings, and understanding what he can and can't do in that situation. Here, just another bread and butter combo that Addy's known for. And again, pressuring. He's out here on the ledge, pressuring Mini. Now, he has the advantage here, and he's trying to pressure that advantage in. This is one thing Addy loves to do. Along with already being an aggressive player, when he has the advantage, he loves to fight because he wants to go for this gank. He wants to get you way out there. He wants you to be barely hanging on because with the more damage you have, you tend to more nervous you play. And for Addy, that he takes that as an advantage. Like he wants you to be nervous. He wants you to be scared because he wants you to make a mistake. He's very good at punishing mistakes because he plays so aggressive. And as you see there, at the end of that, he just made a mistake and got punished for it. So that was just the one section of that. There's a lot more you can see in there. This is more of the first episode of this. There will be more of these, but this is more of a trial run. Let me know what you think, maybe in the comments below. Also, I will be putting this on Reddit, so hello Reddit. Hopefully you can let me know what you think as well. But hopefully you like this kind of content, and I can make some more for you. Like I said, this is more of a trial run, so give me your thoughts, your suggestions, things you would like to see, and things that you would like to, or pros that you would like to see be on the video next. So this is the first pro breakdown. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.